I mean, look at this shit. 1080p, 60 frame. How could you not love that? I don't know why people act like they don't like 60 frames and settle for less when it's not 60 frames or 1080p. Can't stand that shit, man. But anyway, nevertheless, look at this shit. The game's is fucking amazing. I mean, I'm not gonna be a fanboy about it, but I've been a fan of Metal Gear since Metal Gear Solid 1. Even if early entries on the Nintendo. So far, this one is not that much different, but different from the other Metal Gear. As far as how you roam about the world now. It's pretty much a sandbox open world game now, so you can do anything. You don't have to sneak around and do everything stealth like previous iterations of the franchise. You can pretty much play it how you want it. Like, and I guess that's what Hideo and the rest of the Konami staff were going for. Or Konami, whatever their staff was going for. Because the way that this game is so sandbox, like you really can do literally anything. Like, not so much as anything, but the way that the mission approach is now. You don't necessarily have to handle all missions stealthily and sneaking around and all of that. It's pretty much you can handle it however the fuck you want. You want to handle it. Oh, excuse me, little belch. So far so good. I mean, I pretty much wasn't really sold on Ground Zeroes. I really wasn't a fan of Ground Zeroes because I was one of them idiots, you know, like some of us gamers sometimes, that purchased the game for $40 and then beat it in 20 minutes. So I was just very, very upset. I mean, who wants to be wasting money on a fucking video game like that sometimes? Like, it's just unnecessary unless you're going to get what you paid for. Like I said, so far so good. I mean, everything down to the combat, to the shooting, it just feels completely different than what I'm used to with regular Metal Gear. As far as the alert system and how everything takes care of itself, so to speak. Like, the alert system is amazing now compared to like how it was before. It wasn't flawed before, but it can be tedious and annoying. You know, with the alert going up and then you gotta wait for caution and everything for the guards to disappear. Sometimes that can be very annoying to get to the object of hand. This game has so many side missions now. It just draws out the game and makes the game even fun because you get a chance to really explore the world. Now, for starters, you know, you start off. I don't really want to give it because it's a spoiler, so you know, spoilers is definitely going to go up. But I'm not going to tell you that. Pretty much, I'm in one of the missions where I'm in Afghanistan, and I'm basically handling my shit. Like literally handling my shit. Somebody runs up on me, they have this reflex option now where instead of it being like how the standard alert was in all the previous Metal Gear franchises, excuse me, let me turn this down a little bit. But instead of it being like how it was in the previous Metal Gear franchises where you pretty much had to go to alert and so on and so forth and run around until pretty much the alert phase is over, it's not like that no more. I mean, you can still run around with the alert phase, but the guards will be really scouring, looking for you. They go on high alert, they call for backup. I mean, it's your job to call the radio, not call the radio tower, but to pretty much destroy the radio tower so you can prevent things like that from happening. Calling in for backup and extra help and things of that nature. But so far so good. And definitely so far so good. I mean, like I said, I'm really kicking ass and taking names, and I've stabbed so many people, I've shot so many people, I've snuck in and out of missions without even being seen. It's pretty much however you want to play it. And I think this is around the time that we needed a game like this, because some of these franchises, you know, they come out, it's the same thing over and over again. The same thing, same game over and over again. And this pretty much gives you a fresh take on Metal Gear. I mean, I am upset that, you know, the fucking multiplayer got pushed back. Fucking hate that shit, man. Multiplayer got pushed back, because I was really looking forward to playing the multi also. But, the multiplayer got pushed back from Metal Gear. So, I'm not sure when the release date is. I'm not going to say. It's probably going to be in October, November. But, like I said, overall, the game is great. It's got a high playability value. Because there's a lot that you can do. I've done so much in this game already, and I'm only at about 5% completion. all the way to extracting animals, to extracting POWs, scientists, and you know, the way this is now, this is pretty much like tower defense, just a little bit, some emphasis on tower defense, because you pretty much, I'm at the mother base right now. This is where I'm doing one of my side missions. Clearly I was training, and it's target practice training for a lot of these posts. And what I did is, you know, if you notice from fans of the Metal Gear Solid 2, you know, when you were on, what the fuck was that thing, man? He was on an oil rig. This is what it looked like, somewhat. So it's kind of like a throwback to that. But you pretty much build your base, develop your weapons, develop items, develop pretty much everything you need in the field of this game. With the help of soldiers that come along your way, soldiers that you capture in missions, and overall just however you carry out your missions. If you feel like kidnapping people, you kidnapping people. Well, not necessarily kidnap people, but extract them. And you take, instead of killing them, you can take them and make them forcefully join your team. I like that idea. I love that aspect about this. To just turn the enemy into your friend. My friend, I don't even know that fucking saying, and I can't remember it right now, because I'm at a loss for words. This game just looks fucking amazing, but besides the fact that it's really cool. Once they get the online together, you'll pretty much be able to, you know, attack other people's online bases. Yeah, that shit sounds crazy. And I've seen it in action already, you know, guys attacking people's bases and stuff. And the best way to defend your base is to have a lot of good soldiers. One thing they did introduce too is the fact that you can steal enemy equipment. So you can steal trucks, you can steal storage tanks, AA guns, you can steal mounted turrets, mortars, just pretty much anything. And that helps a lot, you know, building your base. So when somebody does decide they want to attack your base, you can come back and handle your shit. I love that aspect about it. I think this game is amazing. I see why it got a 10 out of 10 and so many critically acclaimed and good reviews and stuff. It's really good so far. And I'm really drawn to it already. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen when Destiny Taken King comes out. I'm still going to keep this game. It's downloaded, so I can't do shit with it. But so far, it's probably one of my favorite games this year. Awful Knight was cool too, but this so far, this Metal Gear is really, really great. The combat, everything, just seems so fluid. So fluid. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, it does lag from time to time when you're pulling up the iDroid. The iDroid is sort of like your menu and your map where you do everything. You use this to go through missions, call a helicopter, listen to cassette logs. Oh, even the cool thing too is you know, while you're doing missions or you run into radios, you can steal the cassettes out of radios and you can play 80s music. Not everybody's a fan of 80s music, but still. The fact that you get to do that, I think that's kind of cool. I think that's kind of cool. Although you should be able to play your own playlist in the iDroid, I think that should have been implemented in there as well. But, you know, why sit here and be a crybaby about shit all the time? I mean, so far, it seems like I got what I paid for. Besides the fact that it does not have multiplayer. I really love multiplayer sometimes. I'm just a fan of competitive multiplayer. I'm not that great in certain games, but I'll play. Like, I'm not a bitch about it. I'll fucking play still, but overall, I think I give this a 10 out of 10. I didn't want to show you guys too much because, you know, I hate to see so much gameplay myself from other gameplay and it spoils the game for me. Doesn't mean I don't want to play it, but it just takes the fun out. It's like, oh damn, I've seen this part already before. But, you know, I guess I just want to say thank you guys for watching.